Hello my dear students, how to name haloalkanes and haloarenes. The classification based on the number of halogen atoms. ಎಲ್ಲೋ ಕೇಳ್ದಂಗಿದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ, ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇಯರಲ್ಲಿ ಕಲ್ತಿದ್ದೀರಾ. ಆಲ್ಕೈಲ್ ಹ್ಯಾಲೈಡ್ ಇಸ್ ದಿ ಕಾಮನ್ ನೇಮ್, ಹ್ಯಾಲೋ ಆಲ್ಕೇನ್ ಇಸ್ ದಿ IUPAC ನೇಮ್. ನಮಗೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಹೆಸರಿದ್ದಂಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಆರ್ಗ್ಯಾನಿಕ್ ಕಾಂಪೌಂಡ್ಗೂ ಅದರದ್ದಾದೇ ಹೆಸರು ನಾವು ಬರೆಯೋಕ್ಕೆ ಕಲಿಬೇಕು. ಟೇಕ್ ಅ ಪೆನ್ and a book and start writing as I am explaining. Hello my dear students, I am Priyanka Rajaram from Vidyashram PU College, Temple of Excellence. Today I shall start with the new chapter, haloalkanes and haloarenes. This is the first chapter in organic chemistry for your second PUC. So we'll see the weightage of this chapter. The weightage for this chapter is 6 marks. You can expect one 1-mark question and one 5-mark question from this particular unit. What are we going to study in this chapter? That is, we learn about classification of haloalkanes and haloarenes. We'll also learn the nomenclature of haloalkanes and haloarenes, methods of preparation. Then we learn about their physical properties, their chemical properties, and also about some of the polyhalogen compounds in this chapter. The basics of nomenclature, that is the rules to name an organic compound, you all have already learnt in your first year, which is very much necessary to understand how to name haloalkanes and haloarenes. Just to brush up, I will explain some of the rules when I am teaching you all about the nomenclature. So we'll see what are haloalkanes and haloarenes. Now, what is the definition of haloalkane or haloarene? We can write it like this: the replacement of hydrogen in hydrocarbon, it can be aliphatic or aromatic hydrocarbon, by halogen atom results in formation of haloalkane. We already know what is aliphatic and aromatic hydrocarbon. In your first year you all have already learnt. That is, aliphatic means we have alkanes, alkenes, alkynes. Then we also have benzene, which is aromatic hydrocarbon. Correct? Now, in hydrocarbons, if you are replacing the hydrogen atom with halogen atom. Now, which are the halogen atoms which we have got? It is belonging to group 17 in your periodic table. That is, we have fluorine, chlorine, bromine and iodine, which are the halogens. Okay, so these halogens are the ones which we represent as X. What is it? We represent it with letter X in the general formula. You can see here R X I have written, general formula for haloalkanes and haloarenes. Okay, now here if the hydrogen atom is replaced by an halogen atom of any of the hydrocarbon, it gives rise to haloalkane or haloarene. Now, for example, I'll take methane. Methane has got this formula CH4. That is, if I write the entire structure, it will be like this. Now, any one of the hydrogen atom, if I replace it with halogen, then for example, I'll take chlorine halogen. Okay, this becomes an haloalkane. So, if I take an aliphatic hydrocarbon and replace the hydrogen atom with halogen atom, we get haloalkanes. Okay, if I take a benzene ring, for example, this is benzene ring. We know every carbon atom in the benzene ring has an hydrogen atom attached to it. Now, any one of the hydrogen atom, if I replace it with the halogen, any halogen, okay, then this becomes an haloarene. Okay, so the halogen derivatives of aliphatic hydrocarbon is haloalkane, halogen derivative of aromatic hydrocarbon is called as haloarine, and they have a general formula RX, where R can be methyl group, ethyl group, or it can be even C6H5 group, etc. Okay, and X is halogen. Which are the halogens which we are taking? It is fluorine, chlorine, bromine and iodine. Okay, so I hope you have understood what is the meaning or what is the definition of haloalkane and haloarine. Okay. Next we learn about the classification of haloalkane and haloarenes. Okay, so what is the classification? First is based on number of halogen atoms. Then we have three types, that is monohalogen compounds, dihalogen compounds, or it can be even polyhalogen compounds. Now what do you mean by monohalogen compounds? Mono means what? It is one. So only one hydrogen atom of the hydrocarbon is replaced by one halogen, or I can tell a haloalkane which contains one halogen, then we call them as monohalogen compounds. Okay, what do you mean by dihalogen compounds? If they have two halogen atoms in the same compound, then we call it as dihalogen compounds. Okay, then poly means there are many halogen atoms which are present in a particular compound. For example, I can give chloroform CHCl3. There are 3 chlorine atoms attached to the same carbon atom, or I can give even carbon tetrachloride, that is CCl4. All the hydrogen atoms of methane have been replaced by chlorine atom. So we call them as polyhalogen compounds. Okay, some examples I have here. First one, monohaloalkane. Okay, here you can see I have CH3, CH2, X. Okay, which I have written it as C2H5X. What is the structure? CH3, CH3, it is ethane. In ethane, one of the hydrogen atom is replaced by the halogen. One halogen I have got, so it is monohaloalkane. Example of monohaloalkane. Here you can see there are 2 halogens are there, 1, 2. 2 halogens are there in the same compound or the same molecule. So we call them as dihaloalkanes. Here how many halogens you can see? You can see 1, 2, 3. So they are called as trihaloalkanes. On the same compound you can see 3 halogen atoms. So they are trihaloalkanes. Similarly, for arenes also, on the benzene ring you have 1 halogen, so it is monohaloarene. Here you have 2 halogen atoms on the benzene ring, so it is dihaloarene. Here you have 3 halogen atoms which is present, so it is trihaloarene. So based on the number of halogen atoms, it can be classified as monohalogen compounds, dihalogen compounds. Here examples I also have given for trihalogen compounds and then polyhalogen compounds as well. Okay, so that is about the classification based on the number of halogen atoms. Further, I will explain about the classification of monohalo compounds only. We are not going to learn in detail about dihalo compounds or polyhalo compounds classification. Okay, but monohalo compounds you have the classification to be learned. So how are monohalo compounds classified? Further, based on the hybridization of carbon atom to which the halogen is bonded, based on that you have 2 types of classification. If the carbon atom to which the halogen is attached is sp3 hybridized, then you have this full entire classification, and based on sp2 hybridized, that means the halogen atom is attached to sp2 hybridized carbon atom. Okay, so further, if the carbon atom is attached to sp3 hybridized carbon atom, you can have primary alkyl halide, secondary alkyl halide, tertiary alkyl halide. That means here the halogen is attached to primary carbon atom. What do you mean by primary carbon atom? ಎಲ್ಲೋ ಕೇಳ್ದಂಗಿದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ, ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇಯರಲ್ಲಿ ಕಲ್ತಿದ್ದೀರಾ. ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದಿಸ್ primary carbon atom? That is, if you have a chain of carbon atoms, of course it should have some bonds here. Okay, the halogen is attached now. This is the halogen which is attached to the carbon atom which has got one more carbon neighbor. Then this carbon atom is called as primary carbon atom. Okay, if now for example carbon atom to which the halogen is attached has two carbon neighbors. This is hydrogen. Okay, it has got two carbon neighbors. Okay, it has got two carbon neighbors. Then this becomes a secondary carbon atom and it becomes secondary alkyl halide. Now for example, the carbon atom to which the halogen is attached has three carbon neighbors. It has got three carbon neighbors. Then this carbon is called as tertiary carbon atom. Okay, so that becomes a tertiary alkyl halide. Further with definition I shall explain. Next we have allylic halide and benzylic halide. I'll explain this in the next slide. Then under sp2 hybridization, that is if the halogen is attached to sp2 hybridized carbon atom, then we have of two types, vinyl halide and aryl halide. Okay, further I will explain. So once again, based on hybridization of the carbon atom to which the halogen is bonded, depending on that we have two types, that is sp3 hybridized and sp2 hybridized carbon X bond. Okay, then under sp3 hybridization you have these many types, that is primary alkyl halide, secondary alkyl halide, tertiary alkyl halide, allylic halide and benzylic halide. Under sp2 hybridized carbon atom then we have vinyl and aryl halide. Okay, we learn each one of them in detail. Now the first one, compounds containing sp3CX bond, that is the halogen is attached to which carbon atom? sp3 hybridized carbon atom. Okay, then we have all these classifications. The first one what I told, that is primary, secondary and tertiary alkyl halides put together we call them as just alkyl halides or haloalkanes. They have a general formula Rx. Here you can see what I told you. Carbon atom to which the halogen is attached has one carbon neighbor. That is why one R group is present. Okay, so it is called as primary alkyl halide or primary haloalkane. Here the carbon atom to which the halogen is attached has got how many carbon neighbors? Two carbon neighbors are present. Then we call it as secondary alkyl halide or secondary haloalkane. Here the halogen is attached to the carbon atom containing how many neighbors? Three carbon neighbors. Then we call them as tertiary haloalkane or alkyl halide. See, alkyl halide is the common name, haloalkane is the IUPAC name. So I am using both of them, don't get confused. Okay. Now further, this alkyl group can form homologous series, that is they can be represented with the general formula CnH2n plus 1 X. Here this is the general formula for haloalkanes. Okay, they are further classified as I explained, primary, secondary and tertiary according to the nature of carbon atom to which the halogen is attached. So I hope you have understood what do you mean by alkyl halide. Next one, allylic halide. What do you mean by allylic halide? These are compounds in which halogen atom is bonded to sp3 hybridized carbon atom next to carbon-carbon double bond or to allylic carbon. See here, I have in this particular structure you observe, here there is a carbon atom, here also there is a carbon atom, every junction there is a carbon atom, correct? Also there are other hydrogen atoms as well, or I can write this as CH2 here also it is a CH2 group, this also is a CH2 group. Okay, here it is CH and CH because there is a presence of double bond. Now you observe this very carefully. Here also it is a CH group. Okay, we are not representing that, that's all, okay, in the structure. Now what you have to observe here is carbon-carbon double bond is present. Next to that there is one more carbon atom to which the halogen is attached. Now the carbon atom to which the halogen is attached has also a carbon-carbon double bond next to it. Do you all agree? Now this carbon atom is called as allylic carbon atom. The carbon atom next to the carbon-carbon double bond is called as allylic carbon atom, and for that allylic carbon atom when halogen is attached we call it as allylic halides. So once again with one more example I will explain. Now I have here one carbon atom, here also there is a carbon atom, this is CH3 group, here 1, 2, 3, there is one CH bond is present. Okay, that is just the bond line structure which they have shown. Now the halogen is attached to this carbon atom and this carbon atom is what? Allylic carbon atom. Why allylic carbon atom? Because it has got carbon-carbon double bond as its neighbor. Okay, so such halo alkanes, what do you call them as? Allylic halides. So I hope you have understood what do you mean by allylic carbon atom as well as allylic halides. Now next is benzylic halides. Okay, we will see what it is. These are compounds in which the halogen atom is bonded to sp3 hybridized carbon atom next to the aromatic ring. Now here you can see this is the aromatic ring or the benzene ring and it has got a carbon atom. Okay, for that carbon atom there is a halogen which is attached. So this is called as benzylic carbon atom. Okay, so if the halogen is attached to a carbon atom which has got the aromatic ring attached to it, then we call them as benzylic halides. Similarly here also you have an example. Here this is one carbon atom. Okay, here you can see for that halogen is attached and one of the side chains is the benzene ring. So these are benzylic halides. So I hope you have understood what do you mean by allylic halides and benzylic halides. Next one, compounds containing sp2CX bond, that is the halogen is attached to sp2 hybridized carbon atom. Then you have two further classification, that is vinylic halide and aryl halide. First one we will see what is vinylic halide. These are compounds in which the halogen is attached directly to an sp2 hybridized carbon atom. When is carbon atom sp2 hybridized? When they are involved in double bond. So here you can see the carbon atom which is having double bond itself is having the halogen. Here you can see the halogen iodine is attached to carbon atom which was involved in double bond. Such compounds are called as vinylic halide. What is it? Vinylic halide. Okay. Next one, aryl halides. These are compounds in which the halogen atoms is bonded to sp2 hybridized carbon atom of an aromatic ring. Here you can see to the benzene ring directly the halogen is attached. Then we call them as what? As aryl halide or haloarine. Here also you can see you have the benzene ring directly to that the halogen is attached. So it is aryl halides. So I hope you have understood about alkyl halides, allylic halides, benzylic halides, vinylic halides and aryl halides. Okay. That is about the classification. Next what are we going to learn? Classification of dihaloalkanes. So dihaloalkanes have same type of halogen attached. It is the same, see here only very small amount is there for you all to study. If the same type of halogen is attached, Further, it can be classified as geminal halide and vicinal halide. What is it? Geminal halide and vicinal halide. Geminal halide, halogen atoms are present on the same carbon atom. Dihaloalkane andreno? 2 halogen should be present. So 2 halogen atoms are present on the same carbon atom if it is attached. For example, you can see here, this carbon atom does not have any halogen. Both the halogen, chlorine is an halogen which is attached to this carbon atom, same carbon atom it is attached. Then we call it as geminal dihalide. Okay. Then vicinal, okay, means halogen atoms are present on the adjacent carbon atom. Vicinus means neighbors. Gemini means twins. So Gemini ಎರಡು ಒಂದರಲ್ಲೇ ಇದೆ ಆಯ್ತಾ. Vicinal means what? It is in the neighboring carbon atoms. What is it? It is attached to the neighboring carbon atoms. 2 neighboring carbon atoms have the halogen present. Then what is it called? It is vicinal halide. So I hope you have understood what do you mean by geminal halide and vicinal halide. It can also be written like this, geminal dihalide, GEM anta baribodu, okay, and VIC for vicinal dihalide. Okay, so I hope you have understood about geminal and vicinal halides. Next we have is nomenclature. What do you mean by nomenclature? Nomenclature means we have to name every organic compound. ನಮಗೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಹೆಸರಿದ್ದಂಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಆರ್ಗ್ಯಾನಿಕ್ ಕಾಂಪೌಂಡ್ಗೂ ಅದರದ್ದಾದೇ ಹೆಸರು ನಾವು ಬರೆಯೋಕ್ಕೆ ಕಲಿಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ nomenclature. First we have common name or trivial name. How do we write the common name? That is, alkyl halide is derived from the naming the alkyl group followed by the halide group. First you write the name of the alkyl group which is present, followed by the halide group, then you will get the common name. Okay. Now for example, here you have 1, 2, 3, 3 carbon atom. 3 carbon atom chain, in common name we call it as propyl chain. Okay. So propyl group, and chlorine is not present on the first carbon atom, or it is present as a side chain on the second carbon atom as a branching. So isopropyl chloride we are going to write. That is the common name. Okay. Whereas if you see here, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 carbon atoms, and one of the carbon atom is present as the branching. So it becomes isobutyl group, correct? And chlorine is the one which is present, halogen which is present. So it becomes isobutyl chloride. So which is the side chain which is present, or which is the alkyl group which is present, you write the name of that first and then followed by the name of the halogen, then that is the common name. Okay. In dihaloalkane, geminal dihalides are named as alkylidine halide and vicinal dihalides are named as ethylene dihalides. So what is it? Here you have a geminal dihalide. The chlorine atom is attached to the same carbon atom. So what will be the common name? It is ethylidine dichloride, and if it is present on the neighboring, that is vicinal dihalide, what is it? Ethylene dichloride. Okay, so this is the common name of what? Dihaloalkanes. Next, in IUPAC naming, in IUPAC system, alkyl halide we call them as haloalkane, alkynyl halide is called as haloalkene, okay, aryl halide is called as halobenzene. That is, first the halogen name you have to write, and then you have to write whichever alkane it is present. So it comes as what? Prefix. The halogen is the prefix in your IUPAC naming. Okay. So more about that, I'll take the same example and explain. So in IUPAC naming, first what you have to do? First you have to get the root word, that is the longest parent carbon atom chain. Okay, so I will number this as 1, 2 and 3. So I have 1, 2, 3. For the second carbon atom I have the chlorine which is attached. So it will become 2-chloropropane. 3 carbon atom, alkane, what is it called as? Propane. And where is the chlorine atom present? On the second carbon atom. So it is 2-chloro. It comes as a prefix. 2 because chlorine is present on the second carbon atom. So it is 2-chloropropane. Okay. Next here you will see, I'll number this 1, 2. I can take this as 3 or I can take this as 3. It is one and the same. So the first carbon atom contains the chlorine group. Second carbon atom contains the methyl group as the side chain. So what will be the name? 1-chloro, 2-methyl propane. So I hope you have understood from the first year. A little you are revising again now. Okay. I'll explain with 2 more examples. Here you can see. I'll start numbering this way. 1, 2, 3, or I can take this as 3 or this as 3. It's one and the same. Parent chain I am going to get with 3 carbon atoms. But you see, second carbon atom has got 1 methyl group, the second methyl group, correct? And the first carbon atom has got the chlorine group. So what will be the name? 1-chloro, 2, 2, because for the same carbon atom 2 methyl group is present. So 2, 2 dimethyl propane. Okay. Next one. This is very simple. 1, 2, 3. Second carbon atom has bromine. So can you tell me the name now? It is 2-bromopropane. What is it? 2-bromopropane. So I hope you have understood. We'll write some more names here. Whatever is there in your NCERT textbook, I have given here. Okay. First one, I have put up the common name, IUPAC name. As I am explaining, I shall write. You can also take a pen and a book and start writing as I am explaining it. Okay. First one, first carbon atom, second carbon atom. For the first carbon atom, there is chlorine attached. So what will be the name of this compound? It is 1-chloro. What is the alkane name with 2 carbon atoms? It is ethane. So the name is 1-chloroethane. Okay, this is the IUPAC name. Next one, if you see, it is 1, 2, 3. A second carbon atom, you have bromine attached. So what will be the name of this? It is, see, common name I am not telling it in detail. It can be isopropyl bromide or it can be secondary propyl bromide. Okay, but IUPAC name, second carbon atom, bromine is attached. So it is 2-bromopropane. Correct? Understood? 3 carbon atom, alkane is propane. Second carbon atom, bromine is present. So it will become 2-bromopropane. Next one. The third example, if you all see, you can number it in 2 ways. That is 1, 2, 3, or other way is 1, 2, 3. Which do you think is correct? Now, here the priority has to go for the carbon atom with double bond. So, 1, 2, 3. This way of numbering is correct and this way of numbering is wrong. So, what will be the name of the compound? What will be the name of the compound? It will be as 1-chloro-prop-1-ene. Okay. Why prop? Because it has got 3 carbon atom chain. Why 1? Because between first and the second carbon atom there is a double bond, and ENE is because of the double bond. So I hope you have understood. Next one, See, when it is put inside the bracket, that means that it is there as a side chain. So actually the compound, how it is CH3, CH2, CH, Cl, CH3. This is the way it is. Okay, so whatever is written inside the bracket, please remember it is present as the side chain. So how will I number it? 1, 2, 3, 4. The carbon atom to which chlorine is attached is getting the lowest number. The other way around, if I do 1, 2, 3, it will get the highest number. That will be wrong. Okay, so it is 2-chlorobutane. 2-chlorobutane. Okay, next one. Again you can see there is a bracket and they have put 3 also there. So what will be the way it is written? It is like this: carbon atom, it has got one CH3 group, second CH3 group, third CH3, 3 CH3 groups are present, to it CH2Cl. Okay, now how are you going to number it? 1, 2, I can take 3 or 3 or 3, anyhow I can consider it. Okay, so it is 1, 2, 3. How will you name? You have, for the second carbon atom, you have 2 methyl groups. For the first carbon atom, you have chlorine which is attached. So it is 1-chloro, 2, 2 dimethyl propane. Okay, now it is the same way, but then there is no one CH2 group, directly to the tertiary carbon atom it is attached. So how will you name this particular compound? I shall write it over here if you want to understand. CH3, then I have one CH3, a CH3 here and one bromine. So it is, see, now when I take the chain I have to be very careful. See, 1, 2, 3. So the second carbon atom has got the methyl group as well as the bromine group. So it will be 2 bromo, 2 methyl. How many carbon atoms in the root word? 3 carbon atoms. So it is propane. Okay. So I hope you have understood up till here. Next one, 1. So it is 1, 2. It is very simple here. Okay. It is chlorine which is attached to ethene. So it is chloroethene, or 1-chloroethene also I can write. So it is chloroethene. Okay. Or it is, common name is vinyl chloride. Next one, if you see, again I have to take the way of numbering 1, 2, 3. I have to take the other way around. If I take, this gets the less priority, so it will be wrong. 1, 2, 3. 3 carbon atom has got bromo group, so it is 3 bromo prop 1 in. Okay. Next one, if you see, for same carbon atom, 2 halogen atom is attached and we have only 1 carbon atom as well. Correct? Yes. Now in this particular compound, CH2Cl2, 2 chlorine atom is attached to the same carbon atom and you have only 1 carbon atom. So what is the common name? Methylene chloride. CH2 group is methylene group and you have a chloride group. So it becomes methylene chloride. Okay. But how will I write the IUPAC name? I have 2 chlorine atom which is replaced in methane. So it will become dichloromethane. What is it? Dichloro. 1 carbon atom, hydrocarbon is methane. So it is dichloromethane. So now here one more hydrogen atom is replaced. I have got 3 chlorine groups. Okay, which is attached to the same carbon atom and you have only 1 carbon atom. Hydrocarbon with 1 carbon atom is methane. I have how many chlorine here? 3. So it becomes trichloromethane. That is IUPAC name. What about common name? Chloroform. So it is trichloromethane. methane. Next one you see, it is bromine instead of chlorine. So it becomes tribromomethane. Next one you see, you have only one carbon atom, all the hydrogen atom is replaced. So in the common name we call it as carbon tetrachloride. What about its IUPAC name? It is tetrachloromethane. Even if it doesn't have any hydrogen atom, only the carbon atom is left, we still write it as methane. Okay? So it is tetrachloromethane. Last one, I have 1, 2, 3. So first carbon atom we have fluorine group. So it is fluoro. It is 1 fluoropropane. Okay. So I hope you have understood about the naming. Wherever necessary, please pause the video, try to understand and write it again and practice. Okay. Some more we have. Here it is haloarenes also are there. We'll write the IUPAC name one by one. First one, you can see there is a benzene ring, 2 chlorine atoms and 1 CH3 group. Benzene ring with only CH3 group as a substituent, we call it as toluene. Correct? First year you all have learnt. So for toluene, if this is, see without the chlorine atoms, it's called as toluene. Now if I number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So second and fourth carbon atom has got the chlorine atoms. So it is 2, 4 dichlorotoluene. This only can be accepted as common name as well as the IUPAC name. But still there is one more way of writing. What is it? That is 2, 4 dichloro. Instead of toluene, for first carbon atom I have methyl group. So I'll write it as 1 methyl benzene. Okay. So this is the other way of writing the name. Next one you see, orthochlorotoluene. Now what is ortho position? So first I will explain about that. In the benzene ring, okay, I have this A as a substituent. For example, the next 2 positions we call it as ortho positions. Exact opposite position is para position. The remaining positions are called as meta positions. So this is in first year what you have learned. Now orthochlorotoluene means this is without the chlorine it's called as toluene. Next to the substituent there is chlorine atom which is present. Then we call it as orthochlorotoluene. That is the common name. Now what about the IUPAC name? I can write it as 2-chlorotoluene. Okay, that is 1, 2. Clear? Okay. Next one I have benzyl chloride. Benzyl because I have a benzene ring with CH2 group. Then we call it as benzyl. So benzyl chloride. But IUPAC name, this is my main chain. This carbon atom, first carbon atom. For that carbon atom I have chlorine attached and one benzene ring attached. When benzene ring is acting as a substituent or a side chain, we call it as phenyl group. So it becomes 1-chloro, 1-phenyl methane, or we can leave away that 1, we can write it as chlorophenyl methane. Okay, so what is it? Chlorophenyl methane. Okay, this common name as well as IUPAC name is bromobenzene. Okay, that is bromine attached to the benzene ring. Okay, next one, we have used the word M, means meta-dibromobenzene. Here meta we cannot use for IUPAC name. I'll have to number it 1, 2, 3. So it becomes 1, 3 dibromobenzene. It's better to write it together. Okay, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 3 bromine atoms in which position? 1, 3 and 5. So it is 1, 3, 5 tribromobenzene. Okay, this I have already explained, but once again, IUPAC name I shall write it for you all. 1, 2. It is ethane which is present, and where it is present chlorine atom? On the first carbon atom. So it is 1, 1 dichloroethane, and this is 1, 2. 1, 2 dichloroethane. So I hope you have understood about IUPAC naming. Initially you might find it a little difficult if you are not thorough with the rules which you have studied in first year, but of course with practice it will be really very easy for you all to understand and write for other compounds as well. Okay, so next class we will be learning about preparation of haloalkanes and physical properties. Okay, thank you my dear students. See you next class. Stay focused, stay tuned.